T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Lift off of.
I'm Tracey.
I'm Christian.
And we are Tumbleweed RvLife.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, all you
I
beautiful
love that
people.
music.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
we groove to that music. That's definitely our theme song. And we were just talking, you know, when we see that opening, it's like we're going.
Oh.
We are going. September, we are going.
Yes.
We just have to.
We have to.
So thank you, all you beautiful people, for joining us on our live, and all the people that are watching this on the rebroadcast.
Repeat.
Yeah. So if you're watching this not live, you want to stick around and you want to catch this show, because we went back to our old format. We have a full action-packed show ready to go.
Woohoo!
We went back to our format.
Look at the beautiful things that Papa does.
All the feature. This is all the stuff we're going to talk about today. All the features of the week for this week.
Yep.
And we've got some great news on Starlink.
Do it. Good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone. So we're pretty excited about that. Thank you so much for joining us, and we love you guys. We are so appreciative when you come and join us and spend an hour having coffee with us.
Cheers.
So, without further ado,
It's still decaf, guys. Good morning, Captain Jack. How are you, sir? Oh, I can't wait to go to the gym with you, sir.
yeah. So we're just saying we're going. September, we are going.
We are going, sir.
Yeah.
We are going to be there.
Yeah, we're going to be at M22, and we're hitting the road. We are so
So out of here.
we are so missing our ranch, that we have to go back, because we can't spend 2 winters not living there, a third winter. It's not going to happen. We're not getting any younger. And look at our slogan: the road to someday always leads to never. And we're feeling like that's we're creeping into that.
We're creeping into never.
Yeah. And so we have to get back to our roots. We decided to live our dreams now and today, and not wait till tomorrow someday. So we have to get back to our dream, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Dashcam rocks.
Woohoo!
How's
Hey,
it going? Neil, how you doing, buddy? So this is awesome. I'm so happy you could join us. We have an action-packed show today. We're going to talk about so many things.
Look at that.
We're back to the format. We've got some, our features of the week, and we've got some exciting news.
That looks beautiful, by the way, Papa.
Oh,
All the colors.
All the colors. Well, the orange ones is because I actually hit the links. I've actually used these links to open up all the tabs on YouTube. So we got.
Makes it convenient.
Yeah, so we got lots of great stuff to talk about this morning. We're just going to wait a little bit longer.
See
Let
the
us a
green
little bit
temperature.
know what's the temperature like where you guys are at. What's the weather like? It's still really cold here. Minus 27 right now.
I miss that dog.
Yeah.
Negrita.
A little louder, huh? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got to talk. You got to project. Project into the microphone.
Well, how come I'm muted?
Because
I said I miss this dog because she's no longer with us, Negrita.
Yeah, she passed away when we left
Yeah.
in 2020.
Which side did Louise put you on? Which side are we on?
Oh, no, we picked the site.
We picked it.
Oh, jumping ahead, Captain Jack. Okay.
Don't go ahead. You have to stay and wait.
We are in site 19. So give me a sec and I'll get things kind of organized.
We're on
here.
site 19.
19.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we're antisocial. We went way out. Maybe for you it's this way. We went way out, kind of away from where everybody was booking. Excuse me.
Oh, he's buffering or we're buffering? Hoping Sig gets better by noon. Oh, Signal gets better by noon. Oh, he's buffering. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. So
Because you don't know if if everything, you just keep talking and you don't know that everything you said got out there. Like it's frustrating. Frustrating.
So here you go.
Frustrating.
Here's M21. I will zoom in here a bit. Whoa, that's maybe a little too much.
Woo! That was too much.
What the
Oh,
heck
there's
is-
Kevin's little comment there. Oh, look at that fire pit. I cannot wait. You have no idea. An
So
open fire again.
So,
Hello.
Captain Jack, we are right here in the corner. Yeah, we're very antisocial. We couldn't go any further away from everybody else. You know, we like our privacy, we like our space, but we also like to meet and socialize with everybody. But
Yep. But then there's a time you will appreciate this, Captain Jack, is that there's a time when we need to go to bed.
and kind of go have our quiet time.
I need it to be, like, for myself.
Yeah.
I need it to be dark and quiet, or else I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I'm weird, but that's just the way it is. 0 F here, and lake affects. Oh, it's 0.
Yeah, 0 F. So
0 Fahrenheit.
yeah, that's like -15, -20.
Oh, so that's about right here. But is it colder? It must be colder by the lakes, though.
No, well, it depends on the time of the year.
Mm.
As you go into winter, it keeps it warmer, and as you come out of winter, the lake hangs on to the cold,
Hangs on.
just like it hangs on to the heat.
Neil said it's 1 Celsius there.
Really? I hope that's coming here tomorrow.
It is. By the way, it is coming here. I just heard on the radio when I was out yesterday that it's going to be
Wow.
13.
It even says it's supposed to be +5 today.
Yeah, +5.
+5 today. Like, it felt warmer when I let the dogs out just
It did.
before the show.
It did.
And I looked at my watch and it says -27, but it doesn't feel like
No.
that.
No.
Definitely when you feel the cold coming in through the bottom of the door.
Yeah, -18, he says.
What?
0 F is -18.
Oh, thank you. I was just I was going to ask Google.
How did you know that he was Googling it?
Thank you,
Ooh,
Neil.
Sinking.
So we are so happy, that things are moving in the right direction. So let's start.
Where and when is M22?
Oh,
Neil said.
it is in Michigan, northern Michigan, right here. So at the lake. Oh, sorry. I guess I should share that. Eh? It's let's try this one. So it is in northern Michigan, in Merrill, Michigan. I will go look it up. I will show you on Google Maps here in a second. It's at the Lake of Dreams campground, and it's from September 22nd to September 25th. We're actually arriving earlier. We're going to be, so that's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's Friday, Saturday. No, that's
Thursday,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And we're getting there Monday.
We're getting there Monday.
Yeah. So, let's see what that is. September. We're getting there Monday the 19th.
Neil said he lived in the U.S. That's why he's bilingual in metric and empirical. You know what the thing is? We will be at Paulapalooza first, because Paulapalooza is in was it June or July? July.
I think it's July.
July.
So that'll be kind of a dry run. Just do a little run.
Yeah.
It's only about an hour and a half from our house.
Exactly, and then it kind of helps us figure out. Oh, what did I forget to pack?
Yeah, it'll be the dry run. That's probably going to be the only one because we're going to be so busy in the spring. I've got work in next month, so I have to go out of town in April. I have to go out of town again in May, and at the same time, I want to install the new DC to DC charger in the camper. So I need to be stationary, and we need to do that as soon as possible because we're really anxious to move back into the camper as soon as it gets warm enough. I mean, right now,
we just looked, and
this was yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Look how cold it is. There's kind of like, that is not steam from a vehicle or a chimney.
No,
That's just like a weird sundog condensation. Like it was cold.
It was cold. And I couldn't understand it because it was snowing the day before, and then it was blizzarding the one day that the kids couldn't get out. Like Victor needs to work out of town. He couldn't get out of town because the roads were closed. It was just weird weather. I don't even know. It was strange.
Yes, Neil, it is in Merrill, Michigan, which is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Yeah.
I think you guys all have Google Maps, especially you RVers, but I will bring it up just for the show. I'm typing in Google. Merrill, Michigan. There we go.
What?
Lake of Dreams.
4.3 miles yesterday on bike, hoping to do. Wow. Nice. That is fantastic. So do you only go on the bike, or do you use the treadmill as well? I like to warm up on the treadmill. That's how I warm up before I do my weights.
Yeah, the bike doesn't do as much lubrication for the hips,
For you.
Yeah, I like the treadmill because it gets the hips going.
Well, but what are you saying? Because a bike, you use your hips too?
Not in the same way. Not
Really?
with the same range of motion.
Well, I mean, I have a bike. I have a bike.
And a treadmill.
I have a treadmill. I don't even know. I go to the gym because I like watching other people's workout, because it helps me tweak, and maybe they're doing something I don't normally do, and then I put that into my workout. What's this one?
This is M21.
You're down by the wagons. We take the tractor and pull the wagons from the campground. Oh, by there. Oh, that's where the wagons are, where we're going to be parked.
Excellent. So I have it up on the map. So there you go. There is the campground. I'm pretty sure I have this saved.
Oh, there's Captain Jack said, Dad,
Yeah,
Highway M22 is Upper
saved.
Peninsula. Yeah, we are using 22 as the. Oh, I see.
Yeah, we're actually.
Near Saginaw. Is it near Saginaw, honey?
I think so. Yeah, Saginaw, isn't that where the pipeline goes under the river or something?
I would not know. Holy cow, we're close to Detroit, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be going through there.
Yikes.
So we're actually coming down from Marquette. So we plan to leave after Labor Day. It gives us lots of time, and there is lots of great boondockers welcome in that area, in the Marquette area. We drove through here going home from a wedding, and we loved it. And we couldn't stay.
So sad.
But we fell in love with it, and we always wanted to come back, and we're finally gonna check that one off, and we got time to spend a week there.
We are having a bonfire on the beach. I saw one as we were going by. That sold me. I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, all of us in our house for rent. So this afternoon is when we're having the showings for the house for rent. We basically have somebody that committed to it, but we want to investigate all possible people.
Correct.
It's not an ideal tenant because they have a cat, and they want they have their own furniture, so we have to move furniture around because it comes fully furnished. So it's not the greatest, but they have a really good profile in terms of financially and just the right age. They're older, and they'd be the perfect tenant for us that we could leave the house and not worry. So, but all of a sudden, Kijiji is just going crazy.
I'm like, what's going on? Why? I had to check my phone because I'm like, what is happening here?
So I think Tracey should do that because we need to line as many people up for this afternoon, starting at noon. So there you go. That is so there's good news again, everyone. So the house, our nice little 2-bedroom bungalow
casita.
Looks like we're going to have finally a long-term renter.
Hopefully.
Tenants starting April 1st. So hopefully. We are so happy about that.
Let's pray.
I thought I had
pray for us and cross your fingers and your toes, please. We need good news, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's not ideal. Like we said, they have a cat, and we know just that was one of our pet peeves is having a cat because of the renters that we've had that have cats. They seem to forget to clean the cat litter. Well,
it's going to be interesting because they have to keep the litter box upstairs while we're still here. And so I'm going to expect them to leave the litter box upstairs until we actually leave in September, even though we're in the camper.
Oh, no. Back. I don't want it down here at all.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we'll try that.
Never.
We'll tell them that. We'll see if that
Sorry,
actually happens.
we live down here.
Yeah.
That smell. Remember our renter had her cat litter down here.
Yeah.
I could smell it. She couldn't.
Yeah, the problem is that when the litter box is on a different level, like in the basement, it's out of sight, out of mind. And the only time you see it, like for us, is when they come and do their laundry, and that's once a week. So if they say, it's not that bad, and then it's another week, right? But you should be scooping and kind of cleaning the litter at least twice a week, you know, if not 3. So
if you have more cats, at least I would do it every day.
And then the litter gets everywhere. We have these kind of rubberized mats, and
it's a mess.
It's hard to sweep.
It's a mess.
Yeah, it's not good. So anyways, good news. The house is 90% rented. So
just pray that we find the ideal renters were the ones we had. Let's be real here. We had 2 students, nursing students. They were working. They were doing school.
Super
it was
quiet.
Awesome.
They're always studying.
Always studying. We never heard them.
I think they watched the TV a couple of times when they first moved in, and we could hear that. You know, because there's no sound.
But when do they have time?
But then that's it. You know, they got so busy. It's like we keep wondering, are they home? The car's home.
Because they're writing papers, and the reason I know that is because it's this time, right? Because they're moving. They're moving from here back to Saskatoon, so they have to write their final papers here on their experience here at the hospital. So,
all right, let's start with the featured tip of the week.
Okay.
So you should be checking the weather forecast. It doesn't matter if you're on the road, parked. You should be checking the weather at least twice a day, and so you can see bad weather coming in, especially in the States. Man, there's parts of the States that those fronts come through all the time. Wicked storms. And if you have your weather app that gives you severe weather warnings, but that's usually in the area. And if you get the app and you didn't know it was coming, you hadn't been watching the weather close enough. So you really don't want to put yourself in those types of situations. So check the weather, check it often. So there you go. That's the tip of the week. So what else do you guys want to talk about today? Let us know. Oh, let's see here. Welcome, Amanda. Oh, the bot is really kicked in here. So let's see if we can follow the bot. So, like I said, we've got some really good news today on Starlink. But first, there is a video link in the description about what industry experts are thinking is happening with the higher fuel prices. So let me put it like this. So what do the experts think? How the thinking about the coming year, and on the thumbnail it talked about the fuel prices and predictions for the year.
Wow.
So
can you imagine that thing?
So something, if you guys are RVers and you're kind of worried about what's happening, with in the world and how it's affecting fuel prices, because it's such a big expense for RVers, it might make the difference between traveling and seeing the country and having to stay stationary and look for free sites to park. Traveling
to an actual park and staying there for weeks.
Yeah. So it would be interesting to see if the federal government and provincial and state governments reduce campground fees to try to offset, they're not seeming to be doing anything to try to alleviate the energy, like the fuels, oil and gas shortages. So are they going to cut us a break on the campgrounds? Not that we use campgrounds. We're Boondockers welcome 100%. We'll check into a campground as a last resort.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it'll be interesting. So a very interesting video on that. We have.
Can I have your cup? 1 sec.
Yeah. So we have two videos featured this week because just before this morning, as I was setting things up, there was an interesting announcement. I love these guys because these are the guys that my go-to for getting updates because they're totally all about internet on the road and communication. So they do all the cell plan reviews, and they're following Starlink. Not so much InstaConnect. They're really pro Starlink. So there is a big announcement. I'm going to see. We always have problems with volume. It seems like we lose volume when we try to play a video. But let's see if we can hear it.
Starlink appears to be on the verge of turning on service portability for everyone. New feature that will let you keep your Starlink system on the road with you when you travel. You got the details.
Yeah. Do you recognize that music?
Yeah, do you recognize it? Took it.
I am Chris, the Mobile Internet Resource Center, give you another update on SpaceX's Starlink, and this is regarding service portability. Now, it was just last week that we talked about SpaceX turning on mobile roaming, focusing on the fighters in Ukraine
to let them stay connected while they were traveling around. And, well, it seems that in the process of flipping that switch, they've also seemingly, just over the last few days, vastly expanded the number of people who are getting service portability turned on in the United States. So SpaceX is clearly flipping some switches and enabling some new features. And we believe this is about to transition from an experimental feature where they're just trying it out with a select number of customers to something widespread, because it's now actually officially in the Starlink terms of service around how service portability will work. So the way SpaceX is now describing service portability is that you're really, only guaranteed service at your registered home address. That we've known for sure for a long time now. But now, instead of when you leave your registered home address, service drops off, if service portability has been enabled, your Dishy will connect in other places at a best effort scenario. Well, if there's capacity and availability and the service is turned on, it will still connect when you travel, even if you're 100 miles or 900 miles or 1,000 miles away from your home address. Now, this is a major new development, and we're seeing a lot of reports of people discovering that this is turned on their accounts over just the past few days. It is still not universally turned on yet. We're still hearing reports of people who are trying to take their dishes on the road and not having portability working, but more often than not, just in the past few days, people are discovering they have portability, or what has also been called roaming, turned on. This is great. It basically seems that Starlink is now kind of setting up two tiers of service. If you're at your home service, you kind of get guaranteed highest priority on the network. But if you are roaming, or if you are in portability mode, you get this best effort, and you are kind of more subject to network management, subject to a lower tier of service that will prevent people from traveling into an area and having the visitors or the roamers take capacity away from the people who are at home. So for nomads, people, RVers and cruisers, or anybody who is traveling around, this suddenly makes Starlink a lot more viable of a system. You don't have to go through the hoops.
So there you go. You can watch the rest of the videos. There, that's almost 2/3 of the way through. If you look here, so about 2/3 of the way. So there's a little bit more information. Can't give it all to you. I don't want to also kind of get a copyright strike, or that's why I'm kind of changing things, and we're in the background and going like this, and splashed up their link. I never had a problem with that, showing somebody else's video like that on a live stream. But go check out their video. So go give them the traffic. They're also content creators, so it's a super channel when it comes to communication, cell service, data, all that. They are definitely primo experts, and that's what their channel is all about, and only that. So check them out. So what other good news? So let's go back to this. Oh, those are the two featured videos. We also are keeping our Vancouver Island kind of series going. So that's still the featured place. And give me 1 second, I'll get that all kind of queued up here.
Oops.
Yeah, Vancouver Island. There we go. So there it is. So Vancouver Island is still the featured place. There, look at all the pins, and even leading up to in the Vancouver area, there's so many nice places to go, places to see. There's a lot of boondocking spots there. There are campgrounds, but it is an amazing place to visit. This week's video, we actually came down. So it was this leg of the journey from just before Whistler, where we boondocked here, and all the way to Vancouver and taking the ferry over to Nanaimo. So that's yesterday's video. And next week's video, we're featuring Jane Bray in Calamity Camp Calamity.
Camp? I can hardly say it.
And that's
on the island, guys. That's where we stayed.
That's going to be an interesting video.
Oh man, it's gonna be good.
So hang on here, I messed up. So that's going to be an interesting video. She's in Nanaimo. This is where the ferry is, and she is right here where the heart is. So that's can't. I'm not supposed to do that. So their Boondockers Welcome site is totally set up. You have to be under 30 feet though, and they have 30 amp service, but their gardens, their property is beautiful. We were eating grapes right off the vine, and pears. And was it pears? No, it was not peaches. The peaches were done.
They were plums.
The plums were amazing.
Were so
Taking them
sweet.
right off the tree.
Oh my God, I could have lived in the backyard, just on fruit, grapes, bunches of grapes, not just they were huge bunches of grapes just hanging there.
And Jane contacted us this week and said
yes.
I think they finished the ordering process. They're actually building a custom trailer from an outfit, I think in Ontario. And it's been a long process for them because they keep changing the design, which is good that they take their time, because you don't want to rush into something, design it, and then they start building it and you're changing your mind. So she wants to come on to one of our live streams, and she wants to talk about the process of ordering a custom trailer. So look forward to that. Hopefully, maybe we can get planetary alignment next weekend. So come back next week, because there'll be some different stuff. We're not just talking about our stuff and boo hoo hoo. We're stuck here for the winter. Yeah, now we're focused on getting back on the road. Focused on RV life, and I got some feelers out. I've sent out some invitation for some guests. So, which is really the kind of next topic of discussion. Which is the feature channel of the week. So I reached out to Kenny of All Trade. I've been kind of following him for a little bit now. He's a truck camper. He's a single guy. He's got his family kind of at home. He works full time, and he goes out for 3-4 days. He packs up his days off, and he'll leave like midday on Friday after work, and kind of go back to work like Monday midday. And he's been camping all winter. Like, he hasn't stopped. He has a video every week of him going out the weekend before, and he's had winter issues with his truck, major issues. And so it was very interesting to see him kind of deal with that. But very interesting channel. He's learning really quick. Video from his first video. He only started like 9 months ago. Was his first video, and he's got, I think, over 2,000 subscribers already. So he's doing really well. So we're trying to get him on the channel and having kind of a chat, because on his bio it basically says that he, he's a weekender, and he gets out every weekend, and he's being encouraged by his kids and girlfriend to do it and start his channel. So it's really cool. And he's trying to figure out a way to go full time. So we want to talk about that, because we kind of have the same challenges. So there you go. That's the channel of the week, and we hope to have them on in the next few weeks. I hope Kenny says yes and he comes in. Yep. He's not too shy, but he did say in his video, he said something that we say all the time: we're not too crazy to be around like people, like a lot of people. So he's kind of like a little bit like a hermit, like us. And
but that's not true. See, I've learned over this past year or whatever, I don't want, like, look at me. I could stay here. I could be doing my workouts here. I have a treadmill and a bike, but I chose to get a gym membership because I do like being around people.
There you go.
Yeah. But people with the it's nice once in a while. Sometimes, yeah, you know, there's a lot of people that I think in the RV community. That's why we're in the RV community. Is that, yeah? Sometimes we want to be around people, but sometimes we want to be alone, right?
Sorry, you were almost at Wilson level.
Oh, was I?
Yeah. I think your camera was kind of itching.
Maybe
down.
it fell down.
Yeah.
Oh.
So awesome. Love this community. Definitely feel like we've kind of turned the corner in winter, especially that today is the day that it's warming up. Like, I expected this to happen earlier in March. I didn't expect, low 20, minus 20s for the last 2 weeks. That was disheartening. I'm kind of happy now that I did catch a cold a week ago because I was able to work from home.
And it was nasty last week. Like,
it was
nasty.
Cold. And I
not just cold, it was like blizzarding.
Yeah,
like,
windy, light snow, and poor visibility.
Mm.
And look who's here. Lucky dog.
Oh, good morning, Sue.
Lucky dog moderator. Welcome, Sue.
And so I was happy because I hate doing cold starts on that truck. Just hate it. I mean, I plug it in, but Badge, if you're still here, you will attest, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have to start a diesel engine, at minus 30, don't do it. Walk to the store to get your quart of cream for your coffee. So it just every time I start that engine, and it's below minus 20, I just hate it. I could just see in my mind the wear, that it puts on the engine. So anyway, so that was really good. I was able to stay home. I love working from home. It gives me flexibility, and I save an hour a day, between, getting fully dressed, because when I work from home, I'm only half dressed, and, having to start the truck.
Okay, let's verify. He has pants on, people. He does have pants on. They are sweats, though.
Yeah, I'm comfy.
It's comfy.
I'm comfy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, that Abraham Lake video, just love that place. Oh, wow, that's like a season 1 video.
That would be a season 1.
Was that must have been an early video, Badge. That was before we even bought the truck and camper.
I think so.
That's the season called season 1, making the decision to go RV life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we started wanting to do content. So we started doing videos, checking out campgrounds, going to RV dealers and checking out RVs. So, wow, thank you so much for watching that. That is awesome. Yeah. So, product of the week is I love this compressor. And I believe there is, so this is the 400, I believe the 400P. I think there's a little bit of a bigger one because it does a little bit more flow. And I wish I had bought that one because those big wheels, getting them up to 100 PSI from 80, it takes a while. I can't do all 4. I have to stop because the fins here get really hot, and so the oil in the cooling system gets really hot. And because it takes longer, I don't want to exceed the duty cycle. I think the duty cycle is only 20 minutes, and it takes me about an hour. If we go from unloaded 80 PSI in the back and 90 in the front, and we want to bring everything up to 100, and sometimes I'll even go 105 in the back if I think it's going to get colder, because of the weight. We have to be like at capacity. It takes a while. So there is a little bit of a bigger one. It's worthwhile looking at that. Yes, it is a little pricey, but they're rated to go up to, I think, 160 PSI or 120, or I think 120. And it's just a beautiful unit. It's nice and solid and compact. It has a hose and extension hose. So you can literally have this unit by your battery in front of your vehicle. And if you're hitched up to a trailer, you can get all the way back with the extension, all the way back to the back axle tires and get them pumped up. And you have your gauge here. So hang on. So you have your gauge there on the handle. I really like it. I would definitely buy it again, but I'd buy the bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And that just sits behind my seat, ready to go all the time. And before we head out, if we've been stopped for a few
Man,
days,
we use that a lot.
I'll even use it. I'll just take it out. Sometimes I don't even bother to bring out the pressure gauge, the actual gauge. What is it? Pressure. Why can I? Tire pressure tester, whatever.
Yes.
I forget what it's called. A tire gauge, I guess. And so I'll just bring it out and I'll use that because I trust more this gauge than that checker. But the checker, I guess, is supposed to be quite accurate too. So, anyways, I love it. I would buy it again. So there you go. Check out the link. If you're thinking of buying one, please go through our link. That'd be awesome. We get a small commission from Amazon, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. But that we used a lot. That was a very, very, very good purchase, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And it's going to work a lot if we ever do decide to get e-bikes too. Because we're out in the middle of our land in the boonies. Right?
Yeah, I think, I'd love, if we spend a lot of time in Baja, I would like to put, right here. So we want to put a rack in the front here, right?
Yeah.
So I'd love to be carrying a spare with the, because the spare that we have right now is only for the inside dually. So right here somewhere, right there, that inside dually tire. So I'd like to get a spare for the outside dually and the front wheels. So the problem is that if we got a catastrophic failure of an outside dually or the front tire, the tire guy has to come in. He has to basically de-rim the spare and put it on the one that blew out. So if we had I'm having a hard time here. There. If we had another spare here on a rack in the front, that'd be great. But it also would be nice to have a couple of e-bikes off a receiver in the front. So we're going to get a receiver in the front. We just don't know what we're going to put on it. And a couple of e-bikes would be a fairly big expense, right? It'll be like $3,000-$4,000.
They are not cheap.
Plus the receiver, plus the rack. So to me, that's like a $5,000 touch. But man, e-bikes would be awesome, right? You just leave your camper and check out the area. You can get a lot more. Covered checking out the area with e-bikes than just walking around the campsite, or you can get a little further and check out town and stuff like that. So any of you guys that have e-bikes, let us know in the chat and in the comments below, if you're checking us out after the live, what type of e-bikes you like, and would you buy them again?
Mm-hmm.
And based on what you know now about e-bikes, would you buy something else? And let us know the brand and what the cost.
Yeah. Because I can't remember what Sue and Henry bought.
They bought those.
But they bought their tires are fairly big, but there's a lot of new e-bikes that have even fatter tires, like for our terrain, like for it being really like sharp rocks and rocky. So
Ron Durrell, excuse me, Adventures. Hello,
Ron, welcome to Tumbleweed RvLife.
Yeah. So they bought those new ones. Those, they were about $1,000 when they came out, and it was like everybody else was closer to 2,000. Between 1,000 and 2,000. These guys came out at $999, and they bought those. And I don't know how they find them. I don't think you have to spend top dollar for e-bikes unless, I don't know, unless you use them a lot. What can I say? If you're just using them as just to check things out, you're not going, if you're doing off trails, and you're going down trails and stuff, you probably want something a little bit more rugged. But if it's just to kind of check things out, going down pavement,
right,
you're staying on road, I think it would be, I don't think you have to spend a ton of dough. You can go to the lower cost. We don't want the little bikes, like folding bikes. We actually want something that looks like a mountain bike, so that's not cheap. So
no,
stay tuned for that. We're going to do that research here in the spring.
It's like 4,000.
Well, 2,000 each.
Yeah.
But you buy those bikes, they're 100 US, so that's still about a 1,500 landed.
Yeah.
So that's 3,000. Plus, I think unless Badge knows somebody, we've always kind of dealt with like Nisku hitching something. So I can't remember the price. I have it in my notes, but I think it was about $1,000.
Yeah.
$1,000 with the basket, right? With the basket or the bike rack.
Oh, looks like they bought a motorcycle. Yeah, see, that's another thing we were thinking about. Honestly, we were thinking about getting like a little moped, motorcycle, something that we both could ride on just to get to the market.
Yeah.
There's a market really close to where we are, and it's just like a little farmer's market.
Well, it's not even a farmer's market. It is literally, they grow the stuff in the back and they have like a covered hut. And a lot of it, a lot of the produce is actually in coolers on ice. Like it's really rustic.
Like they literally pick it, walk over, and put it into
the coolers.
Bins. Yeah.
Yeah, in the coolers.
It's crazy.
And on the shelves. And it's just wooden handmade shelves, and it's really rustic.
Avocados are fantastic.
That's a great that's a great suggestion, Ron. I looked at that too.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm concerned about putting it on the back because we have a back slide, and we'd have every time we get somewhere we'd have to take the motorcycle off, and then there's the problem of securing it. So where do you guys put your motorcycle? Like, is it in the back? Because if we put it on the front, we'd have to get that receiver really low as possible so that the seat or the handlebars don't obstruct the view. That could technically get us a ticket.
Yes.
If we don't have a clear view over the hood. So
I thought that's why we got a truck and trailer. Pull the truck off.
We can pull the trailer off drive.
Like pull the trailer off, like leave the truck.
Oh yeah, and drive.
Yeah, well that's what we initially thought. But because of what happened, because of what happened when we were in Cabo San Lucas, actually in Todos Santos on our land, the gears, the what do you call them?
For what?
We had a crank. We had a hand crank.
Yeah. Our jacks all failed.
They all failed.
Yeah.
And this way, if we leave the truck on the
leave the camper on the truck.
We could just take like the moped, the motorcycle, whatever we've got for an extra vehicle, and drive to town just for produce and come back.
Well, what I would like, would be the cheap way to do it. The real good way would be and the reason to me it's not necessarily the jacks. Because we do dolly it off for like the whole time we're there.
That was terrifying to me.
And we have the truck at that point. But just to go into town, the half-hour drive back to town is total washboard, and it's killing the truck. Like, and we go at least once a week, if not two or three times a week. But it would be once a week because I'd have to work from there. So this is a way that we can beat up. I'd like to do a quad. So we looked at trailers and even a little side-by-side, the little ones they build. There's a little one for about 10 grand. But it doesn't fit inside a cargo trailer. The roof is just a little, like literally 1 inch too high when I checked it out, and probably a little more because you're kind of coming on an angle and it won't clear the trailer roof. So it has to be an open trailer. So we're looking at that too. So we can pull a little trailer. To me, it's just more tires that could potentially get flat.
Yeah, see, he has a dolly. Oh, there's a swing rack on the back.
So you can actually swing the motorcycle out of the way, guys?
Is that what you're saying?
Is that how it works? Love to see that.
I would love to see that.
Do you have a video on it?
Navi weighs 236, much lighter than an e-bike. Oh, interesting.
But how will it do on washboard, sand, gravel road?
Look where the truck is, where Christian is there. This is, I don't know if you can see.
It's kind of sand.
Can you see it? There's little tiny rocks, yes, but it's sandy. Now, can you imagine that getting wet? It feels like it's almost quicksand.
Well,
like literally you're swishing around. It was bad.
It's never wet when we're there.
No.
But, I mean, it gets washboard because there's razors and side-by-side tours that come through the beach road, and they're just chewing it.
Captain. We'll see you at noon.
They chew up the road, and the washboard gets really bad. There's a big expensive house from some politician on the mainland, and when his wife comes in, they get the road graded, so it's really nice for about a couple of weeks to a month. But if it's not graded, it's really bad.
Yeah, we like it when she shows up because they make sure that the path for her is smooth sailing.
I was thinking about the side by side. We can
Yeah.
have bigger basket and carry capacity, so we can go
Absolutely.
to town and get more supplies than
Yeah.
just what we could have in our knapsacks
Yeah.
going down with a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a trade-off. Now the thing is, we can always just get down there and go try to buy something local. It's not going to be great.
It's so expensive.
It's going to be expensive, but then we'd have it and we'd leave it there. We would store it down there. We'd just leave it down there because that's where we really need it the most.
True, but then you're getting into the storage aspect. You're having to find a place that is secured, that is not going to
There's lots of places.
rip you off.
Yeah, well, there's the neighbor down the road, right?
Yeah, but it's not secured.
Well,
They literally have barbed wire, people.
yeah.
Like how cut.
But I mean, they're there. There's always somebody there. It's like a communal farm and all the family farms. There's always somebody there. And the guy has a quad, right? So if it wasn't secure and he bought a brand new quad, and he offered the storage.
If we don't know them well enough. I'm a skeptical person. I'm sorry. I don't live in the clouds. Sometimes I do, but not this time. I am skeptical when it comes to that because maybe I'm jaded because of whatever happens.
Well, I trust the guy because our neighbor Carlos, he's Canadian. He lives in Canada. He's a contractor out of Toronto. He's the one building the houses that we took care of his animals, his chickens and roosters and ducks. So he knows the guy. Like he would check in on his animals while he was gone and all that when his worker left, and so there is a relationship there. We are technically
having to check on the animals.
Yeah, but we're neighbors, right? We're neighbors, so I trust them. They've been there before we have. You know, they're locals. It's a local farm, so and it's a farm, so there's always somebody there. I would have no problem. It's just what's the price. The thing is, we could accumulate stuff in there, and then when we leave, we can store all our stuff. Like if we have like a solar panel and a solar-driven pump to pump water from our, we're thinking of getting a big storage tank, like 500 liters. What's that, 1,000 gallons above ground. Usually they go in cisterns underground, but we're just thinking of putting one or two on top of the ground so we can have the truck come, and 2 5,000 liter tanks would be filled with one truckload.
Mm-hmm. And what's to say, oh, it got stolen. Oh, it got stolen, guys.
Yeah,
we don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
It got stolen.
Yeah, how come they didn't steal yours first? Ours was all beat up.
Right?
So anyways. So
I'm skeptical.
There's still stuff to do. We have to get down there first. So we have to decide. I want to do a receiver. So did Badge chime in? Badge,
did he say something about
you
that?
got a good hitch shop that I can drop your name at and we get a good price?
Got a video that something top
folding that shows a folding top on my golf cart, so that it'll go in its cargo trailer. We thought about golf carts.
You have a golf cart too?
How
come I never seen that?
I'm just wondering.
Literally back to the videos.
Literally, this road is bad, and
really is.
I just don't know if the golf cart would hold up over time.
Like side by sides,
Yeah.
go down this road a lot.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons, I'm sorry, but this is one of the reasons why it is as bad as it is, because they gun it, right? And so it makes it washboardy.
Yeah.
Literally, you are like this going. That's why our truck, if you look at past videos, we actually blew, what is it called? It went right through
but it wasn't that road. It was the speed bumps.
It's a combination.
Yeah.
It's a combination. I don't care.
Yeah, we blew a rear shackle on the rear suspension, and the leaf set came right through the back of the box. So, and that happened while we were down. And
we're going to be joining Captain Jack at noon. See you in a bit, Captain Jack.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did I miss here?
I don't think anything. I've right over off-road deer hunting with cart. Really? With a golf cart?
Oh, with a golf cart? What?
But like I said, it's dusty. It's salt environment. Like
Oh.
it's because we're on the ocean.
Yeah.
Again,
Anything that you leave, like on the land right now, right behind the trailer, right behind where Christian's head, behind the truck camper, is that chicken coop that I made. Well, there we did leave some stuff there. Now
but nothing of
the
value.
tarp, no, but nothing of value, no. But the tarp, literally the tarp on there is destroyed. When we went back, just to check on it,
Yeah.
was destroyed.
Because it's quite windy and the hurricanes go through there.
Yeah.
So, in September, October, there could be some really bad weather coming through there.
Yeah.
So
You almost need, the stuff that we put on, the stuff that we put on for the awning, the awning shade, that plastic stuff. That's what I'm going to have to secure to the
chicken coop.
The chicken coop.
And it probably would give it some strength too, some
Yes.
structure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. That means I need a drill, which you have, and I'm gonna need some screws.
Yeah, right. So we got new projects when we get there. We have to have stuff to do.
Got it.
And this year too, we want to open another site so we can comfortably have somebody stay with us, a second rig stay with us.
I am too. I'm gonna check out that video of yours, Ron. I want to see how you did that. That's pretty cool.
Okay, just because we're getting close, so let's have a look at this. So featured app of the week is it's actually Road Pass. So it is Road Pass bought everybody, and Road Pass takes you to all the different other apps. So we started with Road Trippers, which then got part of Togo. We moved to Togo, then Togo bought Road Trippers and set up Road Pass, and then Road Pass started buying up all these other companies. So with your Togo membership, you get the Togo features. So here you get there's just so much. Go have a look at it. What I think what pays for Togo itself is the discount programs. You have all these offers, so gears and gadgets. So you get discounts on all these manufacturers. And just the discount program is worth it alone. So we already had Road Trippers, and that is our main planning app. Not to schedule planning and bookings and reservation. It's not that exotic. We just use it to see what's around, so that we put markers in where we think we're going to stay, not where exactly we stay, where we're going to stop for the night in a town, or we just pick a marker. But more importantly is that it just gives you everything to do in that area, and it's just so great to plan that way. So we really like it. So we've been using Road Trippers, which is this one here. And now Compendium is also part of Road Pass and RV Village. So for $50 a year, that is definitely a membership that we recommend, that if you're a serious RVer and you're on the road a fair bit, I would definitely consider that. What else can I say about that? I just wanted to, yeah. Oh yeah, the other app that we absolutely love is Boondockers Welcome, and now Boondockers Welcome and the other one.
Oh God. Don't ask me.
Here, let's see. I'll just let me bring it up. Trip planning. Boondockers Welcome. Ooh, I almost left the broadcast. Jeez. Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. Boondockers Welcome is right here. And we will move it over
Look
there.
for new head dog cart. Is it in? Okay. That's the video we're supposed to look for? Okay, I'm going to check that out.
Okay, yeah, right Boondockers Welcome and Harvest Host is now one and together. How come I'm not? Oops. Oh, it's a different screen. Hang on.
Is it?
Yeah, I gotta put it.
You got to put it in there.
Having just technical
Technical difficulties, people.
Stay tuned. Do not.
Oh.
I gotta put it in the same browser.
I'm just trying to find the one
Oh,
that
I
he's
lost-
telling me to look for.
Sorry, I lost the screen share. Hang on. I gotta reshare the screen here.
Okay.
There we go. I'm back.
So
There we
it's
go.
called Looking for a New Head Dog Cart.
So this app is amazing because now it has both. We were going to get rid of Harvest Host because we find that if you have to stay in a Harvest Host and you're expected to buy something and at least $20, well, that's $20 for camping. And I know you're getting something, but typically wineries, we don't drink wine, you know, so we'll stop at more like cheese factories, you know, things like that, farms, and, you know, where we can maybe pick berries but still you're expected to buy stuff. So there's a cost. And if you have to stay somewhere every night, then, you know, try $20 times 20 is $400. Well, it adds up, right? Whereas Boondockers Welcome is free. And I just really love it. I don't know. What do you think about the Boondockers Welcome experience?
Well, okay. A couple of times we did, well, in the very beginning, shouldn't say that because in the very beginning, we went there and we just went ham. We bought so much stuff. Mostly cheese, let's be real, because that one place in where was it? It was the upper part of the States. I can't remember what the place is called. Anyway, and also in BC, we bought tons of cheese and jam, cheese and jam and crackers. That was awesome. I don't mind having to buy stuff, but we usually tend to buy a lot and it goes bad. So I got to stop and realize just get what we want for that night. Maybe cheese and a meat cheese platter, meat cheese cracker platter, and plan on that. But yeah, like Christian says, we don't drink wine. I mean, that would go good with wine, but we just don't drink wine. It's not fun to drink the night before and then have to go travel the next day. Well, you all know that. It's not my favorite.
So here, I just picked one near Marquette, Michigan. And look, maximum night stay, 5.
See, and we never saw that before. Like, is that new?
Yeah, it seems like everybody's making it longer stays.
Yeah.
And so since I have to work Monday to Friday and we don't want to stay in a campground with lousy Wi-Fi, why not stay at a Boondockers Welcome, which is somebody's house, and you're the only one there. Like there's only one parking spot here. And if they have Wi-Fi, right? These guys have Wi-Fi. We can park there for a whole week. I can work from Monday to Friday. And maybe, you know, by Friday noon, I cut out early. And we go somewhere else for the weekend.
Yep.
We do the weekend thing. And then we repark somewhere, you know, for Monday night. So, or Sunday night to Friday morning type thing. So I'm sure we can be nice enough with, you know, these Boondocker Welcome people. And I would kick a few bucks their way, you know, because the Wi-Fi is something very valuable for us.
Yeah.
And power, if it gets cold, we use electric heat. So I would pay $5 a night, which is what they kind of charge in Baja when you camp on the beach.
Right.
Okay, so
is it that time?
It's getting close. There's Kenny, and I guess they'll have to tune into your channel to see what's going on with your channel.
Yeah, my channel is up and running. We've got some new goals this year. I'm going to go check out my channel. I have a new video up, and another one's coming up tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. And I'm going to try and do some lives coming up.
Yeah, so this is, I'm just going to set up basically what it would look like, but Tracey's going to set up her own live stream account, StreamYard account, and Tracey Coral, trust the process, is going to be doing live streams too. And you got some good things coming down the line.
I do have some good things.
There's some announcements coming up.
I have announcements, yeah.
All right.
Good ones.
Good
news, everyone.
Good news.
I love that.
Yeah.
It kills me.
So that you know, check that out. That's coming up too.
Now let's go check out Captain Jack. I'm gonna meet that man on a treadmill somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
When we get to Michigan,
we'll go take a walk
we're
together
gonna go take a walk together
on a treadmill.
on a treadmill.
Okay, guys, have a wonderful Sunday. Have a wonderful and safe week, and we will catch you next Saturday. All right, everyone, let's go raid Captain Jack, and we'll catch you on the next one.
I'm Tracey. And we are